I'm Joel Meskin, Vice President of Community Association Insurance and Risk Management. One of the most frequently asked questions we get, especially these days, is what is an insured versus insured exclusion? To be able to understand an insured versus insured exclusion, you first have to understand and look on your policy and see who falls within the definition of insured. You should put basically the definition of insureds in one column and again put it in a second column. If there is an insured versus insured exclusion, that means that any action by the people in column 1 against people in column 2 will not be covered. The second scenario is what we call an entity versus insured exclusion, which we have found to be the most appropriate for community associations. And this is where the association or the board on behalf of the association brings an action against other insureds to preclude coverage. This becomes important because very often you may have a minority board member who decides to act contrary to what the majority of the board did, and you want to be able to preclude that minority board member from having a defense under the policy when the association brings an action against him or her from doing something that the board voted against. This leads us to the situation is what if you remove the insured versus insured exclusion altogether? In that situation, then anybody in either column can sue anybody else in the other column, and the association D&O policy will defend both sides. Accordingly, in this situation, if the majority brings an action against a minority member who doesn't want to abide by the rule, then that minority board member will have a defense war chest under the D&O policy to defend against an action by the majority. This is something that the association really, if they think it through, would not be interested in doing. So that's really the significance of the insured versus insured exclusion.